and if I never speak to Dorit again, she was the one. It's not going to be Kyle, or I just think you have to have in your mind, like, these are the ones that are just disposable to me.
And I think that it's also comes down to, you know, living in LA for so long, and you meet so many people, and how many times you're at a party and you're having a great time and everyone's blowing smoke up each other's ass and let's get together, and you exchange numbers, all the while knowing I'm never going to call you, you're never going to call me. You know, we'll say the next time we see each other, oh my God, okay, this time let's really get together. I really want to see you. It's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And if an LVP or Dorit, whomever those people are, she doesn't hang out with them when you're not shooting and you're not filming, what's a great loss? I mean, it's not nice, because I personally, I'm not made like that. I myself am not made like that. I want to, if I have an issue with someone, hammer it out, decide if we're going to be friends or not be friends, and go along my merry way. And that's it. And I'm not very good at leaving unfinished business.
I just think she's really good at it.
She's very good at it. Very good at it. She loves unfinished business.
And I think she would love to not have the bodies, but she's just like, this is how it works.
That's it.
Right. Like, if you're not going to keep in touch with the person anyway, so be it.
Yeah. I think that when it all comes to the end and she, you know, has a bank full of cash and she doesn't have to worry about retirement, and I know her real friends. I know who she's close with. I know who she goes on vacations with. You know, they're not in this world of hers, of the reality world.
Right. And I mean, it doesn't mean you come back, because like someone like a Denise, or even like whoever it is, just says, well, if I was the one that was discardable, well, then, I mean, I get it. Like, I would get it. I would be like, I actually understand. But yeah, I apparently then don't matter to you if I'm the one, so we can't be friends ever again. But I like, to me, it's like, I get why you did this. Like, it's a lot of money. You got to do it.
Or you can just say, like, we were both, you know, discardable on the show, but, you know, if we ever really get to know each other in our private life and we forge a friendship that way, then that's a real friendship. That's why I don't think the friendship with Erika on television is real. And people are like, oh, they really have a real friendship. Yeah, right now.
I mean, on Watch What Happens, she tried to explain it like, I speak to her so much more than I spoke to Denise. I'm like, really? I'm like,
because I could see that. Denise has kids. Their kids are different ages. Kids, you know, change your life as far as your priorities of school and this and that and the friends. And
by the way, I live in a nice area of New York City. I just, like, I'm telling you, no, ever since, I swear to you, ever since COVID, I hear sirens and fire trucks all the time. It's like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Hey, wait, I'm deaf in one ear. I've only got one ear to get me through for the rest of my life. And I'm like, this little AirPod right here is blowing out with that last fire truck and the horn.
I mean, and it's like, my window's barely open. Was Erika did you have more problems filming with Erika or LVP? I know you had both, but like, did Erika stand out, or with LVP there, it was just like both of them and she didn't really stand out to you? I mean, I know you didn't have great times filming with her.
I didn't have problems with LVP during the season at all. No. The only one that if I'm honest, the one person that I would have to say, like, kind of the two people that irritated me the most during filming, this isn't after the season aired, because then the confessionals irritated me in a different way. But while it was all going on, the two people that irritated me the most were Rinna and Eileen. In Rinna, because I did not know who she was. I was thrown for such a loop with the way she acted on the show compared to who she was. And that irritated me. And then Eileen, I thought I was going to like her the best. And then I ended up not liking her because I felt like it just had this whole, like, kind of actory, fake thing. But they were making a TV show and I was seeing the TV personalities and I wasn't a fan of that personally. I just didn't think it was real. It wasn't real. And I didn't know who I was dealing with. And I don't like that. If I think you're full of shit and you're being phony, I don't like it.
How have you lived in LA for so long? You need to move to New York. I mean,
I'm much more of a New Yorker. Yeah.
I mean, at least here, people are still consumed with looks and money and all that, but it's different.
So am I.
Yeah, I mean, so am I, but it's different. It's at least, I don't know. Every time I go to LA, I'm I love it and find it very strange at the same time.
Yeah.
I love it and I get it and I get, and I've, especially with COVID, I'm I should spend more time out there because look at what I do. I can work from anywhere. Yeah. Then when you're there, you're this is great. It's a whole bunch of people in the same business and there's something romantic about it. And then at the same time, you're these people are just weird.
Yeah.
It's talking to the wall. And I personally find that people are starving there for reality. I meet people there and they every time I go there, I meet people and they're I want to do this. And I'm you want to be my best friend after 5 minutes. But it's not, the certain people are not fake. It's I find that they're just starving for realness. I don't know. That's what I've experienced, but go on.
I think that's 100% accurate. But I will say this, LA was not always like that. It wasn't years ago, really before social media and before, it became super popular to be just so, I don't want to say outlandish, but just over the top with everything that you did, you shared. People had a decorum, you know what I mean? We, there was still a mystery to it all. And there were friendships and there were great dinner parties and everyone didn't look the same. Now, I swear to God, I mean, whatever the formula is to have the Kardashian look with the hair and the lips and the eyes and the makeup and the contouring and the clothes, I mean, wow.
It's a lie.
It's too, and they all look the freaking same. Everyone looks the same. Yeah. It's too much.
You have to go Google it. Did you see all their pictures a few weeks ago where they were saying Tori Spelling got that she was, and this, did you see that? She looked like Chloe.
She exactly like her. I mean, seriously.
I'm
that
what?
Was crazy.
I'm crazy. How did this happen?
That was bizarre to me. I mean, if you would have showed me the picture side by side, I would have said that was Khloe Kardashian.
I'm Tori. Mind you, I still see Khloe. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I still see pictures of Khloe and I'm I don't even understand this. Speaking of which, this has to be Photoshop, but did you see all the pictures going around about Kim Richards from Portia's bar mitzvah? So I'll send it to you. Did you see it?
I saw one.
Who is that? That is not Kim Richards. I'm not joking. I have to send you the one that everyone's. I mean, I don't even understand what I'm.
Send it to me. But is it a Photoshop or is it plastic surgery?
I think it's plastic surgery, but I mean, it's not even I understand plastic surgery where then you look like yourself, but a little different. This, I'm I don't understand how this is not Kim Richards. This is not her.